Hello, you. It's me. And I am here all about Ryan once again. Now, some of you very astutely pointed out that when Ryan was talking about having a man send her $50, he was probably talking about himself, which really just goes back to all the delusions that he has that he was something special. Did he know that other men were giving her money too? Or other people? I don't know. She had a lot of pay pigs. Maybe he wasn't aware of that. But I hope he is now. But he may not ever be. Because of the live that I heard from 1980 Millennial and Into the Weeds. They did a live today, and it went over specifically a bunch of emails from Ryan. And Ryan is awful. I don't know how else to say it. He's very desperate. He is desperate, I guess is the best way to put it. Apparently there had been some email exchange between he and Gypsy where I guess they broke up or something to that degree. And he literally on the same day must have sent like 25 emails to her on the same day, saying things like, I can't believe you do this to me. How could you do this to me? You know we have something special. I'm a really handsome man. Never mind what, people around you are saying. You know I'm a handsome guy. You know you want me. You know we laugh together. We get along together. Now, I could see one or two emails because you want to talk to her because you feel like you have something really strong, a really strong connection. But like 25 emails saying the same thing over and over again, you don't know what you could have had with me. You lost it. If you call me, I might decide to talk to you. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Oh my God, talking about the manipulation that Ryan was trying to throw out to Gypsy. Now, of course, Gypsy saw this and used it to her advantage because she knew that Ryan would go for it. He even said, I will be in your life to any capacity you want me, whether it's your slave, whether it's your boyfriend or husband, or I'll buy you things, just going on and on and on. Ridiculous. Ryan is so desperate and a little pathetic, but it just shows that he really is like that, and Gypsy exposed him for that. Now, we weren't privy to all this information before, so we just thought Gypsy was being mean, and she is. She's a mean, heartless human being, but that doesn't change the fact that Ryan is a really desperate, kind of pathetic guy. And the manipulation of trying to get her back when she never wanted him in the first place. She said, I only see you as a friend. I'm not attracted to you. She said that. He knew that. But he chose to ignore that. Marry her anyway. Why was he surprised when after a couple months she was gone? She never wanted Ryan. She liked his friendship because he seemed like a warm, caring individual. Honestly, he seems more like a stalker to me. He's not a good dude by any stretch of the imagination. I don't, he thinks he is. He thinks he's God's gift to women. But no. No. I have dated guys like him. I have been around guys who tried to date me who said the same kind of speak he did. And it's horrendous. It's not good. It's not a good look for Ryan at all. And it just makes him look like more of a liar. He is desperate and pathetic, and he probably was in Gypsy's. Well, but Gypsy started it. Let's be clear on that. Gypsy started it by talking to him, by saying to him things like, I miss you. I know that you're a solid guy. I know that you cared for me. I know that you gave me that friendship that made me feel comfortable. That's enough of an in for Ryan to say, oh, she loves me still. Oh, she still wants to be with me. He even said in one of his lives that if Gypsy hadn't been pregnant in July, she would have come running back to him. But he doesn't understand why she would come running back to him. It's not because she loves him. It's because he is a solid person that she can lean on until she finds somebody else. That's it. He's a wall. She doesn't love him. She doesn't care for him. But she knows he cares for her and he would do anything for her, as stated in those emails. But yeah, he acted like a crazed lunatic. He really did. 25 emails all in the same day. You don't know what you're missing. You're gonna be sorry. I can't believe it. And then the next day, oh, I'm sorry I got carried away, but you know I'd do anything for you. That's what she wanted to hear. He still would do anything for her. And she uses that to her advantage. If for some reason her and Kian broke up, she would lean on him. She wouldn't go back to him. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with him, but he's willing to be there for her any way she wants him. So he'll just become another pay pig. He'll become another doormat. And he said that he would be a doormat for her. He will do anything for her. He doesn't seem to understand that he's not special or important. He is a wall for her to lean on until she can find someone else. That's it. And it's really sad. You should go check out that live. I'm sure it's up as a video now. 1980 Millennial and Into the Weeds. It was pretty eye-opening because as pathetic as Gypsy tried to make Ryan look, he's exactly that. And it's creepy listening to all those, another one and another one and another. It just kept going on and on and on. Any guy who does that, that's creepy. That's not love. That's creepy. That, like I said, that's more like stalking vibes, like get away from this guy vibes because he could be dangerous. Now, is Ryan dangerous? I don't know. But I would stay away from this guy with all my might because I've met guys like that, once again, who were dangerous and it was very scary. These guys, sometimes you push them just a little bit, they'll go over the edge. I mean, it just proves, everybody in the whole Gypsy world. I don't like saying Gypsy verse or Gyp verse or whatever because it's not a drama thing. These are dangerous people. They're all dangerous people in one way or another. Now, Gypsy being the most because she's willing to murder somebody to get them out of the way, even her mother. So relations don't matter. Mia should be careful. Christy should be careful. Rod should be careful. Even Ryan should be careful. And of course, Ken should be careful. And we know the little baby Aurora, well, I don't know. I don't know. That poor little baby is in such danger. If they're doing bad things so obviously on a live, they didn't even hide it hardly. And all of you have been telling me, oh no, he's definitely in the sky. He is definitely in the sky. And like I said, I am not equipped. I knew something was up, But I'm not that good at spotting things like that. But you guys have let me know unequivocally he was in the sky and he was doing that in front of his child. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to like do stuff when your child is being watched by somebody else, but at least it's slightly more respectable than doing it right in front of them, literally in front of them, maybe a foot or two away from them. That is just so dangerous on so many levels. The fact that he is mentally impaired, the fact that Gypsy is probably doing the same thing, is also mentally impaired. This is allegedly, I'm not saying for sure. But who's taking care of the child when they're both not in their right mind? What happens if there's an emergency? What happens to the child? It's a really bad situation. This is why CPS was created, in order to save these children and give them the ability to hopefully have somewhat of a normal upbringing, somewhat of a normal childhood. Poor Aurora, the baby, she's not going to have anything like that until somebody comes and takes her from these two lunatics. Jeez, anybody, I was like a lot of people who thought that maybe Ken was a little naive, that maybe Ryan was a little naive. These two are not naive. They know exactly who Gypsy is, at least to some degree. Why they don't think that she's dangerous, I don't understand. But they're just as they have as many loose screws as Gypsy does. Let's put it that way, in my opinion, allegedly. This whole thing is so crazy. That video, go watch it, by 1980 Millennial with Into the Weeds as her guest. Holy cannoli. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. I would have blocked him long ago because he, like I said, creepy stalker vibes. Not a good thing. Although, I mean, honestly, he deserves to be in Gypsy's life, and Gypsy deserves to deal with him for the rest of her life. Because, yeah, I mean, the good thing is, don't mess with Ryan, because he will always be in Gypsy's, he will always be at her beck and call, which is good. It leaves ladies free from someone like Ryan, so they can go date, hopefully, normal people that don't give off stalker creepy vibes. That's allegedly, in my opinion. That's how I feel about him. But man, I didn't realize that he was that bad. He is, in fact, that bad. It was awful. So anyway, I just wanted to make that little statement, the correction about he was the one probably giving Gypsy money, not necessarily referring to other people doing it, although him not realizing that probably other people were doing it when he was doing it is crazy. That's a little bit delusional. But, you know, that's our Ryan. Apparently, that's our Ken. And we know that's our Gypsy. Good Lord. These people are insane. And I want to make light of it, make fun of it, because it's nicer to do that. But the truth of the matter is that poor little baby Aurora's in danger, and we got to look out for her. We really do. I don't know how we will be able to do it, but sitting back and just watching it happen isn't a good solution either. What is the solution? Tell me in the comments what you think. You know, maybe as a community we can get together and try to help that poor little baby so that she can have, hopefully, somewhat of a normal existence. Anyway, thank you for listening, and that's all I gotta say.